if you believe the narration where she herself attests to it taking place, the contract at 6 and consummation at 9, then we should also remain consistent, because we have a hadith where Aisha radiallahu anha explicitly states not only that when she hit the age of 9 she became a woman, but the people around her, when they hit the age of 9, they would become women as well.
Another disturbing niqabi argument made, hinging completely on a weak hadith. So you get your facts of life from a 9-year-old. That's your religion? So she claims if we can believe a child when they tell their age, we should believe everything that that child says about life. Well, I guess next time a 7-year-old correctly tells me their age, I should also believe them if they tell me they're an astronaut. But even if that report was true, could it have been that she was just repeating what depraved adults were telling her at the time? Oh yes, little girl, put aside your dolls. You're 9 years old. You're a woman now. Just like all the other 9-year-olds are women now. But it gets even worse for the niqabi, because that report from poor little Aisha was weak. There isn't even enough evidence that she ever said that. Here in Al-Albani's book, Irwa al-Ghalil, we find the narration from poor little Aisha that she is a woman at 9 years old. Then we read Al-Albani's grading underneath it, which said, قُلْتُ وَهَذَا سَنَدٌ ضَعِيفٌ. I said, this is a weak chain. You should be well acquainted by now with the word ضعيف. Then Al-Albani includes commentary on a transmitter of that hadith called Abdul Malik ibn Mahran, whose name featured in the chain mentioned above the highlighted part. He says, قال ابن عدي مجهول. Ibn Adi says, he's unknown. قال العقيلي صاحب مناكير. Al-Uqayli said, he's a transmitter of objectionable reports. غلب عليه الوهم. Delusion overcame him. لا يقيم شيئا من الحديث. He does not establish anything of hadith. Al-Albani says, وَمِن دُونِهِ لَمْ أَعْرِفُهُمْ. And those besides him, I did not know them. So, the hadith used by the niqabi to justify what happened to Aisha is a weak hadith, with unknown transmitters in its chain. The crimes done against that little girl, Aisha, were not enough. Her parents' collusion with her abuse when they put her in the lap of Muhammad at 9 years old was not enough. Leaning on a weak hadith to justify the crime done to that little girl. Never mind what Al-Asqalani said in his Fath al-Bari, that she was just a little girl, not yet reached the age of puberty, and so she was allowed to play with dolls, that she played on swings, that she ran around Muhammad's house with her playmates. If she was a woman, then why weren't the rest of Muhammad's adult wives playing with dolls, or playing on swings, or running around the house with playmates? Only Aisha. This just proves that da'wah is just as ugly, even when dressed in a red niqab, even when presented in a female voice, which occasionally doubles as a male voice.
Okay, perfect.
All right, perfect. So
it's still the same.